People will tell you all the time that they're open to change, but what they really mean is they're open to the change that makes them feel safe and certain and often comfortable. So they might say things like, yeah, I'll take on that role, but here are my conditions. So the big and invisible challenge for many people is just outside their comfort zone, is their fear zone. And they must work through their fear zone to where the magic is. This is where many people will get stuck. So maybe they've tried out something new before and it hurt. So for example, when they went to the gym, or it's hard, they were promoted from a salesperson to a sales manager and maybe they failed. Maybe they thought they made a fool of themselves. So it's natural then to be more cautious in the future. So we're all driven unconsciously to avoid pain. So let's dip into this in a little bit more detail. So in the comfort zone, people are familiar with their tasks and routines. They feel at ease with their current level of knowledge and skills. For example, an internal customer services person taking calls and entering order data for several years might feel quite comfortable and confident in handling routine tasks and dealing with regular customers and suppliers all the time. Now, most people operate from their comfort zone most of the time. So just outside of the comfort zone is the fear zone. And this is characterized by uncertainty and discomfort when faced with new challenges or tasks that require additional skills or knowledge. So for instance, if the company introduces a new process or new personnel or some software, some employees might feel initially anxious or intimidated by the technology or the changes. And so they might internally fear making mistakes or being unable to adapt to the changes. So they subtly push back, they refuse to use the software, they procrastinate, they stonewall. And even though the change may end up making their roles easier in time. So once pushed through the fear zone, the learning zone is where employees actively seek opportunities to acquire new skills and knowledge. This could involve asking for and attending training or workshops or courses, proactively reading non-fiction books, taking on challenges and new projects. So in this mode, they're open to new ideas and methods and collaborate with colleagues in and outside of your organization. They willingly share their knowledge and they seek to enhance their experiences. So imagine if you set up your whole organization as a learning organization rather than just those few people shining brighter than all the others. And of course, ultimately, what we would like is an organization where everyone was in the growth zone. This is representing a stage where people have successfully and continually expanded their skills and knowledge. So they're leading to personal and professional development. So once in the growth zone, people might consistently put up their hands for more complex roles or projects. They seek promotions or they put themselves out there to stretch themselves just because they can. They might also become mentors to others, sharing their experience and helping them to grow. So the question to consistently ask yourself as a leader is, what could I do even more of to get my people out of their comfort zones and into the learning and growth zones more often?